Welcome to the world of a wildlife conservationist, a hero of the natural world. In this realm, where passion meets purpose, we find individuals whose love for wildlife has led them down a path less traveled. One such individual is our conservationist, whose life is dedicated to preserving and protecting our planet's most precious inhabitants. With a background steeped in conservation work, their journey began with a spark of fascination for the creatures that share our world. This fascination transformed into a lifelong pursuit, fueling their studies in environmental science and ecology. After years of rigorous training and fieldwork, they've become an expert in their chosen specialization, be it the study of endangered species, habitat restoration, or wildlife disease management. Their work is not just a job, but a calling, a commitment to ensuring that our planet's biodiversity thrives for generations to come. Now that we've gotten to know our conservationist, let's dive into a day in their life. Rising with the sun, the day begins early for our conservationist. As the world awakens, he too stirs, embracing the light of a new day with a sense of purpose and anticipation. His morning routine is as dynamic as the environment he protects. He starts with a cup of steaming coffee, brewed to perfection, and a hearty breakfast to fuel his body for the day's tasks. While he eats, he reviews overnight updates. These include any reports of wildlife sightings, activity changes, or potential threats to the habitats. These updates, often sent by local communities or automated sensors, help him plan his day. The weather and wildlife activity also play a significant role in his planning. He checks the forecast, adjusting his itinerary to accommodate the whims of nature. Rain or shine, the work of a conservationist never pauses. With his gear packed, his notes assembled, and a keen sense of adventure, he's ready to face the day. With the day planned, it's time to head out into the field. Out in the field, the real work begins. As a conservationist, the field work is the heart of our mission. It's where we get our boots dirty, our hands full, and our spirits high. One of the primary tasks we undertake during fieldwork is monitoring wildlife populations. This is a crucial part of our conservation efforts because it helps us understand the dynamics of animal communities. We keep track of the numbers, the growth, and the decline of different species, which in turn guides our strategies for their protection. To do this, we use a variety of tools. Binoculars help us spot animals from a distance, while trail cameras capture images of elusive creatures without disturbing their natural behaviors. We also use GPS trackers to follow the movements of animals, particularly those of endangered species or those that travel long distances. Another important task is tracking animals. While it might seem like a game of hide and seek, this task is crucial in understanding the behaviors and habits of different species. We look for signs like footprints, droppings, feeding sites, or even listening for distinct sounds. Tracking animals allows us to study their migration patterns, feeding habits, and their interaction with the environment and other species. We also assess the conditions of their habitats. We look at the availability of food and water, the presence of shelter, and the impact of human activities. This helps us identify any threats or changes that could negatively affect the wildlife and plan necessary interventions. Every task we undertake in the field directly contributes to maintaining healthy ecosystems. It's like putting together a massive, complex jigsaw puzzle where each piece is a species, a habitat, a behavior. And as we piece together the puzzle, we get a clearer picture of how we can better protect and conserve our natural world. Fieldwork is demanding but rewarding. It's about being one with nature, understanding its rhythms, its secrets, and working tirelessly to ensure its survival. However, not all tasks are so serene. Sometimes, our conservationist work involves more immediate action. Imagine a day when an urgent call comes in. A young deer has been spotted, tangled in a discarded fishing net. Time is of the essence. The team leaps into action, gathering their rescue gear and rushing to the scene. Every wildlife rescue is a delicate operation, a race against the clock underpinned by the utmost care and respect for the creature in distress. The deer is scared, its heart pounding in fear and confusion. The team approaches carefully, soothing words cutting through the tense air. Swiftly yet gently, they cut the net, freeing the terrified animal. But the work doesn't end there. The deer is checked for injuries, comforted and monitored until it's ready to return to the wild. The relief of seeing it bound back into the forest is indescribable. It's a testament to the dedication and love these conservationists have for their work. After a morning of intense work, it's time for a well-earned break. Even conservationists need to refuel. Picture this, a wildlife conservationist, nestled in the heart of nature, savoring a simple, hearty meal. Perhaps it's a sandwich packed with care and love, or a flask of homemade soup, a comforting companion on a chilly day. Maybe there's a view, a serene lake, a bustling forest, or a peaceful meadow. This is the lunch break, a time to refuel, rejuvenate, and soak in the beauty of nature. With energy levels restored, it's back to work. Conservation isn't just about the animals, it's about people too. The wildlife conservationist's role extends far beyond the fieldwork. A significant portion of their duty lies in educating the community about wildlife and conservation issues. This facet of their work is as crucial as the hands-on tasks in the field, and it's here where they truly become a bridge between man and nature. Our conservationist takes on the mantle of educator, sharing their wealth of knowledge about the local ecosystem, the species that inhabit it, and the challenges they face. From school presentations to community workshops, they spread the word about the importance of preserving our planet's biodiversity. In their outreach programs, they debunk common myths about wildlife, foster a sense of awe and respect for nature, and inspire the next generation of conservationists. They also address the human-wildlife conflict, explaining how we can coexist peacefully with animals in our shared environment. The conservationist collaborates with local groups, engaging them in conservation efforts. They understand that true conservation success comes when the community is involved and invested. By teaching local sustainable practices, they ensure the long-term health of their local ecosystem. Through these educational efforts, they're not just protecting wildlife, they're also shaping a more informed and compassionate society that values all life forms. However, the work doesn't stop here. Education is a powerful tool in conservation, but there's still more to be done. The next step is to put this knowledge into action, as we'll see in the upcoming scenes. Back at the office, it's time to crunch numbers. Now, this might not sound as exciting as tracking animals or engaging with the community, but let me assure you, it's just as crucial to the mission of wildlife conservation. Imagine this. All the observations, all the notes, all the sightings from the field, they all come together here in the form of raw data. But raw data is like an untamed wilderness. It's up to us to discover the trails and the patterns hidden within. Data analysis is our compass in this wilderness. It helps us understand the trends, the changes, and the patterns that are happening in the wild. It informs us about the health of a species, the condition of a habitat, and even the impact of human activities. It's through these insights that we can make informed decisions about how to best protect our wildlife. And here's where technology comes to our aid. We use sophisticated software to analyze the data, to map out the territories, to track the movements of animals, and to predict future trends. It's like having a bird's-eye view of the entire ecosystem right here on our computer screens. This process of data analysis is a continuous one. As the world changes, so does the data. And so we keep on analyzing, keep on adapting, and keep on learning, always striving to stay one step ahead. With the day's work done, it's time for some reflection. As the sun sets, our conservationist takes a moment to reflect. They look back at the day, filled with the symphony of nature, the rustle of leaves, the calls of animals, the pulsating heart of the wild. It's not an easy job, but it's one they wouldn't trade for anything else. Every day in the field is a testament to resilience, to the indomitable spirit of life that thrives despite the odds. Each animal they monitor, each habitat they assess, is a piece of a larger puzzle, a step towards understanding the intricate web of life that we are all a part of. They think about the wildlife they've been able to rescue, the sense of fulfillment that comes from giving a creature a second chance at life. It's a tangible reminder of the difference they're making, one life at a time. Yet it's not just about the animals, it's about the communities they engage with, the minds they inspire. They think about the children they've taught, the future stewards of our planet, their eyes lighting up with curiosity and wonder.